Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. Two things that have been central to my teachings were first and foremost to love God and that have that be the focus of your life is the recognition of the divine in everything, but especially in you. And second, which is probably the most radical, was to love your brothers and sisters as yourself. This went counter to almost everything that was being taught. To see yourself in others is how you love God. It's all in relationship. It eliminates the separation. It reunites you with yourself, with God, with everyone. And it is so antithetical to the workings of the ego that it's very difficult to see how this could possibly work. In this one's practice, mainly with couples, there will often be something that arises where one person can no longer trust or love the other person because they have caught them in a lie. And this stands out glaring. You were lying. I have you dead to rights. I can prove it. You said this, but that's not true. You were lying to me. And the situation is set up such that if you lie, I can't possibly love you because I can't trust you. I can't trust you. We don't have a relationship. Lying will kill everything. Unwittingly, the person has set it up in a way that the other person, after that, can never really tell the truth. Because if they admit that they weren't honest, then they've committed a lie, in which case that ends the relationship. So it almost ensures that the person will be more careful not to reveal anything that would show that they had been lying, because they've been already told that this would end things. So it's a very, very difficult catch that the person's in when you make a big deal about somebody lying. And while it's a great relief to be around a person who is honest and you can trust and whose word means something, and I'm not criticizing that at all, it's also very important to go beneath the surface and realize two things. One, everybody lies. Everyone who believes that they are separate from everyone else has a certain survival instinct. And from that instinct, believing they are separate, they'll need to say or do whatever they need to do not to lose their connection, not to lose their ability to survive. Now, some lies you may say are worse than others, but know that everyone lies, either by commission or omission. Either they say something that's blatantly untrue, or they leave out something. And often this is even more important. It's what people aren't saying that is the truth for them, not so much what they are saying. And I'm not condoning lying, but I am saying that if you look deeper and deeper, you will see the innocence. Why would somebody lie? Why would they? It's because they don't believe in love. They don't believe that being honest would bring them what they need to live and be connected. So they say whatever they need to say to be liked, to be accepted, to look good, to not feel guilty, to be consistent. And as such, these things, while they're not commendable, are understandable and, in the deepest sense, forgivable because they don't really exist. No one who knew who they were and knew who you were would ever lie. And in other realms, there's no reason to even move your lips. Everyone knows what everyone else is thinking. There's nothing concealed that won't be revealed. You already know. So my recommendation is that when you're now, it doesn't mean that you need to deal in business or anything else with consistent liars because it makes life very difficult. It's hard to trust what people say. But in terms of loving them and forgiving them, this is how you forgive yourself for all the times when you were less than loving and didn't want to say that. The times that you quietly think to yourself private thoughts that separate you from others, but don't share that. As you let love be your guide, forgiveness comes along with that, and the deepest recognition that there's nothing to forgive, that in the illusion of separation, lying is necessary, but in the presence of truth, there's nothing to lie about because there is no guilt and there is no shame and there's only love. And that is who you are. Allow yourself to forgive yourself for any time you've been less than loving. You'll find it's easier to connect with people, knowing full well that it's only fear that makes people lie. And it's only love that heals and allows the truth to come forth. I know who you really are, and I love you. Yeshua.